Hi guys, it's Chasey with Jesus in Mind podcast, and I'm so excited to be back because I have not done one of these in a really long time, and I'm very sorry for that. But to be completely honest, I was just kind of struggling a little bit this past couple weeks, and I just been struggling a little bit with keeping up with reading my Bible and keeping up with everything, and I really didn't have anything on my mind to talk about. So I'm really sorry about that. But I am back and better than ever, and I hope that I can help you guys, and I hope that I'm helping myself by doing this. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about kind of like social media and like how to like stay away from like the bad thoughts and how to like not let the devil talk to you through social media and how to use social media like in a better way. So I definitely want to give this like topic credits to Sadie Robertson because I just started reading her book, Who Are You Following? And it says, Who are you following? Pursuing Jesus in a Social Media Obsessed World. So I'm about halfway through that book and she touched my heart. So now I am able to talk about something with you guys, and I really hope that everyone can understand and everyone can get with it. So I just want to start off by saying like thank you guys so much for watching, and I thank you guys for following along with my journey of trying to build a platform and trying to help people follow Jesus. So sorry. I am going to go ahead and start off, since I've been talking for 2 minutes and I'm sorry for that, but I'm going to start off by just getting like, I just want you guys to understand, like, I'm not trying to say like you shouldn't have social media, because I have all kinds of social media. I have almost every social media under the sun, okay? I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have all those things. But I'm just wanting you guys to understand how to control like what you're watching, and how to control not using social media too much, because I use it too much. I will admit that, and I know that, but I'm also trying to let everyone know like how to, instead of seeing the things that you don't need to be seeing, instead of seeing the people talking bad about Jesus, see the people that are talking good about Jesus, see the people that are going to help you get closer to Jesus. And honestly, social media and like TikTok, seeing people post about Jesus really is the reason that I'm here, and the reason that I'm talking to you guys on my podcast about Jesus, and why I talk to you guys every single day on my TikTok about Jesus. So I just want everyone to realize that I'm not trying to say you can't have social media because it's going to bring you far away from God. I'm just letting you guys like soak it in and like understand. So I'm going to start off by reading just a couple verses, or a couple things that she has in this book, Sadie Robertson has, and I am just reading it out of page 35 in her book, and I have this underlined right here, if you can see that. So it says, but it all starts with your heart, with what you put in and what flows out. So I think that I just wanted to put that in there because I think that it really, like, it all starts with your heart and what you put in your heart and what flows out. So if you're putting in the things that people are saying bad about Jesus, or the things when you're seeing TikToks and seeing pictures on Instagram and Visco, whatever you're seeing things on, if it's about partying and if it's about like just not people that aren't following Jesus in the way that you want to follow Jesus, that's going to be what flows out of your heart, whether you want it to or not. So when you're seeing things, when you stop letting yourself see those other things, or maybe you take a break from social media for a while and you come back to it and you make sure that you're seeing only following Christian things, whether it's someone you know or not, but if they're not posting something that you don't want to, if they're posting something that you don't want to see, don't follow them. Don't like their stuff. Because if you like their stuff, then this is how social media works. If you like someone's stuff, you're going to see more stuff like that. So instead of liking things that you don't want to be like, instead of liking things that you don't want to see, like and follow things that you do want to see. Like and follow Sadie Robertson's things. Like and follow there's like Spark Passion. I like and follow all of their things because I love seeing things about that. And like, I want everyone to understand that you don't have to not have social media to be close to God. I'm not saying that. So I'm just saying that like she says, it all starts with your heart, what you put in your heart and what flows out. So putting in things that are helping you follow Jesus, helping you do that thing is gonna be what flows out. So I'm using me as an example because I did not do this until this coming year. I started following Sadie Robertson. I started reading her books. I started liking her things. And then other things like that started popping up on my Instagram and my TikTok. So then I started following Spark Passion, and I started doing the things she did, and I started learning how to Bible journal, and I really stirred up something in my heart and made me want to start a podcast. And that just proves, like, I am an example of that. What that proves is that what you put in your heart flows out. So, like, I've been struggling a little bit because I haven't been doing that thing. I haven't been doing that. But now I'm starting back. I've started back, and it is unbelievable how much it's changed my personality and how much it made me smile more in this past couple weeks. And I just want everyone to understand what you put in your heart is what's going to flow out, whether you want it to or not. So if you are putting in bad thoughts, bad cursing, if you're hearing people curse all the time, that's what you're gonna let it flow out on accident, whether you want to or not. So instead of hanging out with the people that are cursing and partying and drinking, hang out with the people that are getting you closer to God. Don't hang out with those people that are always doing that kind of thing, because it's going to make it harder for you to get close to God. Because when you're hearing the cursing words, when you're hearing the people talk about alcohol, when you're hearing the partying, it's going to flow out whether you want it to or not. Okay, so then the next thing that I want to read, it is also on page 35, and it is at the bottom down here. And I wanted to read, it says, be intentional with your choices and what you're looking for. So that kind of goes along, it goes along with what I just said. So it says be intentional with your choices. Be intentional with what you're seeing on social media. Be intentional with the people you're hanging out with. So that's how I just want to kind of explain, that's how I wanted to explain deeper into this idea of trying to be on social media, but also trying to study God's word, because it's hard. It really is hard. And so you just have to be intentional with who you're following. And I know it can be really hard when your friends that you've lived with for a long time, or your friends that you've been with your whole entire life, your childhood friends, the people you've grown up with in your school, when they start doing things like that, it's hard to unfollow them or just stop liking their things, or just you don't even have to unfollow people. You can restrict or anything, just so you don't see their things anymore, just so you don't have to see their post about drinking and partying. And it's hard. I know it's hard because I've done the same thing. It's hard. It really is hard. But you have to be intentional with your choices. And you have to be intentional with what you're looking for. So I don't know. You just have to understand what you're seeing and what you're doing and what you're liking and what you're following. That's going to reflect on the way people see you. So just understand that. And then, so I'm done with reading out of Sadie Robertson's book, but now I want to read Proverbs 4:24 through 27. So I'm going to start with reading Proverbs 24 through 25. And it says, put away from your crooked speech and put devious talk far from you. Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight before you. So I have my little note right here, and it says, don't let anything turn you away from your path. So I think that's kind of what those verses are meaning, is don't use the devious talk. Don't let anyone else use that in you. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. But that's what I'm saying. Don't let anything turn you away from your path. Don't let anything turn you away from going straight to God. Don't take your lefts and your rights. Don't do that. Just go straight towards God. And you have to really close out everything else in your mind, and you have to close out the things around you. And then I'm going to read verses 26 through 27. ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure. Do not swerve to the right or the left. Turn your foot away from evil. So then, first off, I want to start off by saying ponder. If you don't understand quite exactly what that means, it says think about. So if you put it into that sentence, it would be think about the path of your feet. Then all your ways will be sure. So that, I don't know if that helped you any, or because it helped me understanding completely what that word meant. I understood, but not completely. So, and then for my notes beside that one, I put keep your path ahead and don't get distracted by the things around you, which is pretty much what I just said about the first one. And it really does say in that one, don't turn to your right or your left. Go straight towards God, put God straight in front of you, and close out everything around you. Do not see anything on this side. Just go straight towards God, because it's hard, and I know it's hard, but you have to try not to get distracted. You have to do the things to not get distracted. And I think that that's really like how social media works. It's trying to make you get distracted. It's trying everything that it can. So to completely understand what I'm trying to say is that how social media works, say I like a picture about Winnie the Pooh on Instagram. And then when I go to my little search bar and you can see all the things that people you don't follow, but like just things that you should be interested in, because that's how it works, then I'm going to start seeing Winnie the Pooh stuff on that page. So for instance, if you like something that has something about like hashtag partying at the end of it and you didn't even realize, then you're going to have to start seeing things about hashtag partying, if that makes sense. So like that's how like social media works. That's what they try to do, because they want you to see things that you like, so then you start following more people, and like that's just how it works. So then on TikTok, if you start following the people that you don't want to be like, I know it's hard, because even when you see those people on a daily basis, and like it's people at your school, it's people you work with, it's people just anything like that, I know it's hard because you feel like you should follow them because you know them. You feel like you should like all their things because you know them, but you don't have to like all their things and follow them if you don't want to be like them, because like I said earlier, what comes into your heart is what's going to flow out. So if you're seeing things like that, it's going to flow out whether you want it to or not, which is what I said earlier. But I'm just trying to go deeper into the understanding of what social media can, how social media can be bad, but also how social media can be good. Because same thing with if you're liking things about partying, you could be liking things about Bible journaling. You could, which that helped me, honestly. I didn't even have any idea of how to Bible journal. I had no idea, which sounds kind of dumb, but I really didn't know how to go about it. But I started liking things about people Bible journaling because I thought it was pretty. And then I started seeing more things, and I started going through the motions, and I was like, oh, this is how they do it. They just read the thing and then write down what they see. Or then like Spark Passion, she uses Enduring Word, and I started using that, and I really liked it. I used it one time, and I was like, wow, that was awesome. It helped me understand everything so much better. And I just think that social media can be good in that sense, but you also have to be very careful of what you're seeing, because sometimes people can sometimes if there's someone talking bad about Jesus, they're going to put a hashtag Christian TikTok, so then all the Christians see it. Same thing if it's political, they're going to put something, and then other people that don't want to see it are going to see it because they do it. It's part of the trick of the website. It's part of the trick of social media. So you have to be really careful what you're seeing. As soon as you see something you don't want to see, put not interested or put restrict, or you don't want to see things like this. And if you start to struggle a lot with social media and seeing things that you don't want to see and seeing things like that, and you start struggling a lot with not going on your straight path because all the things around you are really distracting you, maybe stay off your phone for a couple days. Maybe just delete some of your social media accounts for a couple days and just talk through Messenger with your friends. I know it can be hard as crap, and I've never done that before either. I've never deleted all my things. I've never done that because I'm scared. It's hard. I know it's hard, but I think it would be good for us all to try. And I think Sadie Robinson does that every once in a while. She'll just delete her app. She'll go through the motions. And it's hard, especially now that I'm trying to like build a platform. It's hard to think about not doing it because I'm scared I'm going to lose the platform that I'm slowly building. But if I was struggling that bad and I was struggling with the things I was seeing around me, then maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have gone through the motions of deleting that instead of just pushing not interested, because it might be harder. So I just think that everyone should really understand and really follow what I'm trying to say. And the moral of the story is what flows into your heart is gonna flow out. So like the things you want to see and don't like the things you don't want to see. So then it won't flow out, if that makes any sense. So I just hope that everyone really understood this, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off now because I've kind of said the same thing over and over again, just deeper and deeper. So I hope everyone totally understood what I was trying to say, and I might do a part 2 to this because I really think that this is something super important to understand of what people are seeing. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and I hope you guys had a good day, and I hope you guys can follow the steps and go through the steps of seeing the things that you want to see and not the things you don't want to see. So, hope everyone has a wonderful day, and don't forget that you can like and subscribe down here and see the rest of my videos. And then also, if you want to go to my TikTok or my Instagram, they're both under Jesus in Mind 00. So, I hope everyone is having a blessed day, and I will see you guys later.